Good morning, everyone. Today I wanted to talk about a wild shrub that is very common in my area. This is called Mrs. Wilson's Barberry tree. If you go in the wild here, you'll find that this shrub is almost present in every other corner. If you see my video titled Trail Foraging, where I go foraging for wild fruits and berries along my trail, you'll notice how frequently we come across these shrubs. So it is a great plant if you want to use it as a hedge, especially because if you notice carefully, there are tiny thorns on the stem of this shrub. So this shrub is very good if you want to use it as a security plant or a natural barrier at the edge of your property, sort of like a defensive hedging to deter wild animals or even human intruders, because this shrub grows very wide and very tall, like 7 feet tall. So it can definitely keep intruders out as well, because it won't be easy crossing through this shrub unless you fully cut it down. These scenes are from early spring. This plant starts flowering in very early spring, almost late winters in fact, and just look at these gorgeous flowers. These are so small and minute, they look like tiny pearls. And when they blossom, the entire shrub looks yellow. It's so thickly placed, the entire shrub looks gorgeous. Yellow flowers are my favorite, all of them. I love yellow flowers. I think when I'll have my permaculture forest, I'll definitely have a small section dedicated solely to plants that produce yellow flowers. Yellow flowers are like hope wrapped to look like flowers. Anyways, moving on. So, like I said, these flowers of this shrub, they blossom in early spring, almost teetering on late winters. So it is a great indicator for pollinators to come out of their hibernation and get to work. Imagine if you have a hedgerow of this shrub, how beautiful it will look when it's flowering, right? And these flowers, although they are small, but on this shrub they come out in great clusters and a very large numbers, as you can see here. There must be hundreds of tiny flowers on a single branch. So this is a great source of nectar for the bees and other insects. This plant, it remains in this flowering stage for almost a month. So imagine for 3 to 4 weeks or sometimes even 5 weeks depending on the weather if you go out in the wild, and these yellow bushes are everywhere. It looks so beautiful, especially after the cold chilly winters, and seeing these yellow flowers, so gorgeous really. Now in this scene we are in summer, so as you can see the flowers have started converting into berries. After the yellow flowers fade, the berries add visual appeal to the plant, particularly when paired with its reddish stems and foliage. These berries are green in color right now, but by late summer, early autumn, they'll turn into red and then eventually dark purplish in color. One of the standout features of this plant is that these berries they get produced in very large clusters by this plant. So even a single shrub will give very large amount of berries. And if you are growing for commercial purposes or even if just for your home or domestic usage, still this is a very low maintenance and high yielding plant. The taste of these berries initially they'll be a little bit sour with minute bitterness, but as they ripen they'll get sweet. These berries are not only aesthetically pleasing but they are also edible for both wildlife and humans. And they can be used to make jams, syrups, teas, even used as dry spice and other culinary creations. We are in middle of the summer here, so you can see these berries have started turning red, little bit purple in color. Even they have become slightly more plump, bit fatter. Now they'll start getting sweet in taste. These berries are looking so fresh and appealing, isn't it? This plant is also a great source of food for birds, bees, insects, squirrels, and other pollinators, making it an important plant for wildlife gardens and bird friendly landscapes. And most importantly, from a permaculture standpoint, apart from being edible, this plant is very low maintenance and easy to care for. This plant it prefers well-drained soil and partial to full sun exposure. It can be easily pruned to control its size and shape and can be used not only in hedgerows but also as a foundation plant, meaning you can use it at any place to add visual appeal or to make the place appear more organic and creating a more natural and inviting space. Such pleasing colors, isn't it? Even I wanted to instantly check out this shrub. Imagine how attractive it might be for all the pollinators. Look at all the growth on this shrub. These berries look so appetizing. Such great food not just for us humans but even for all the wildlife in this area. As these berries mature and turn purple in color, their size will keep on increasing, and towards the end, they'll be very juicy and very tasty. It can also be used as a windbreak or shelter belt to reduce and redirect strong winds in your garden, or else even as a living fence providing buffer for more delicate plants. Not only is this plant valued for its edible fruit, but it is also a natural insecticide and fungicide, making it a great choice for an organic garden. By planting this shrub, we can reduce the need for chemical pesticides and fertilizers and provide a healthy and safe environment for our plants and wildlife. I mean, how amazing is that, isn't it? Its attractive foliage and colorful berries and ability to tolerate a wide range of soils and growing conditions make it an ideal plant for use in a variety of garden styles. This plant's bright red purple berries are also a great source of food for birds and other wildlife and pollinators, especially during winter months, making it an important part of the food chain in many ecosystems. We are almost in the middle of summer season in these scenes, and just have a look at these absolutely vibrant, spectacular berries. This entire shrub is so eye catching this time of the year, you can spot it from meters away. And the dense thorny structure of this plant offers excellent shelter for birds and small mammals. You can often find birds' nests inside this shrub, and these berries provide food for birds during fall and winter. See, this shrub is making such a pretty sort of small canopy here, and underneath we have all these fallen pine needles. So beautiful. This is the early morning sun here, and it looks so beautiful all around. I love dawn. Dawn is my favorite time of the day because it's so peaceful and so calm and so serene. Honestly, this entire scene looks so mesmerizing. I could have kept on filming for hours. Aside from its ornamental and culinary usage, this plant also has a number of health benefits. It contains high levels of vitamin C as well as antioxidants and anti inflammatory compounds that can support the immune system and protect against chronic diseases. In fact, some traditional medicinal practices also use these berries as a natural remedy for digestive issues, skin problems, low fevers, and sometimes even joint pains. By planting this shrub, you can help provide critical food and habitat for a variety of wildlife species, including songbirds, squirrels, and other small mammals. This plant can very easily be grown from cuttings, root division, or seeds. These berries contain seeds that may self-sow if conditions are right, allowing this shrub to slowly spread and naturalize in a low-maintenance system. Let me try tasting a berry. It's not so sweet actually. I keep on confusing its taste with the Himalayan golden raspberry and the Egyptian curacas. Both of those are very sweet. This is also sweet but not as much as those. And I have a very severe sweet tooth. I must do something about it, especially now that I'm so old. I need to get my diet under control. But I digress. Such a beautiful shrub. It looks like it looks like small grapes, isn't it? This plant, its deep root system helps stabilize soil, making it ideal for slopes or erosion prone areas. So, as this region is a mountainous terrain, so it is very suitable for this area. No doubt this plant has adapted itself and now it grows out in the wild without any human intervention. Overall, I think this Mrs. Wilson's barberry tree is a versatile, low maintenance, and an attractive plant that offers a range of benefits for gardeners, wildlife, and the environment. Whether you are a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this plant is definitely worth considering for your permaculture project. Have a look at these berries. Such exquisite colors, isn't it? It looks like a painting. So beautiful. This tree in the background, this is a purple bell tree. And see, you can spot loads of purple bell flowers fallen on the ground towards the left. What a beautiful scene, isn't it? Purple berries in the forefront and purple bellflowers in the background. Look at this. So picturesque. Lovely. I mean, what an amazing plant this is. In winters, it remains green, providing a pleasing view. It has tiny thorns which facilitate in using this as a protective hedge. Then, in late winters, early spring, it starts producing these absolutely stunning, vibrant flowers which help in waking up the bees out of their hibernation. In fact, this plant is a great help to actually start early pollination of other companion plants as well. This reminds me that this is also an excellent companion plant. On my trail, this shrub is always surrounded by multitudes of other plants like figs, Egyptian carissa berries, Himalayan golden berries, pomegranate trees, evergreen rose, pine trees, bottle brush, eucalyptus, silky oak trees, even cactus plant in fact. In case if you're interested in seeing all these plants and exploring them with me, you can have a look at my video titled Trail Foraging. It's in my Plants in the Wild playlist. I think I was able to identify around 30 wild plants in that video. I had a great time making that video. But anyways, coming back to this plant, so not only does this plant helps in preventing soil erosion, thus helping in soil management, in addition, this plant also improves the health of the soil. It makes the soil more nutritious without use of any artificial chemicals. Not only that, it also helps in improving the health of the surrounding plants because it provides nutrients to them and you won't have to use any fertilizers or other chemicals. It also helps in growth of all the other plants around it by attracting bees and all the other pollinators around it through its flowers and fruit. And its root system increases the nutrients of the soil. I mean, how amazing is that? This plant is helping us and this earth in all the ways possible. So I hope you like this video, and more than that, I hope you like this plant, and next time I hope you guys consider growing this in your garden. So until next time, happy planting.